In the heart of Iran, in a small town called Khomeini, a pivotal figure in modern history was born. Ayatollah Khomeini was born on September 24, 1902, in Khomeini, Iran. Growing up in a religious family, his father was a respected cleric, instilling in him a profound commitment to Islamic teachings. This early environment laid a strong foundation for his future role as a religious leader and revolutionary figure. Khomeini's formal education began at a young age, first in his hometown and later in Qom, a significant center of Islamic scholarship. Here, he studied under prominent scholars, delving into subjects such as Islamic jurisprudence, philosophy, and ethics. His rigorous education and intellectual pursuits earned him respect among his peers, and he soon became a leading cleric in the Shiite community. As the political landscape in Iran evolved, Khomeini began to engage actively in politics. The reign of Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, which began in 1941, was characterized by increasing authoritarianism and heavy Western influence. Many Iranians felt alienated by the Shah's policies, which prioritized modernization at the expense of traditional values. Khomeini emerged as a vocal critic, denouncing the regime's corruption and lack of accountability. His ability to articulate the grievances of ordinary people made him a figure of hope for many. In the early 1960s, Khomeini's opposition to the Shah intensified, especially following land reforms and the introduction of Western cultural values that clashed with Islamic traditions. In 1963, he delivered a powerful speech condemning the Shah's policies, which led to his arrest and subsequent exile. Initially sent to Turkey, he later found refuge in Iraq. Despite being physically removed from Iran, Khomeini's influence only grew. He wrote extensively during this time, outlining his vision for an Islamic government that would uphold justice and represent the will of the people. In 1978, as public discontent reached a fever pitch, Khomeini moved to France, from where he effectively coordinated the opposition. His charisma and clarity of vision inspired millions. Demonstrations erupted across Iran, and the revolutionary fervor became unstoppable. By early 1979, the Shah fled Iran, and Khomeini returned to a jubilant reception, hailed as the leader of the revolution. Upon assuming power, Khomeini faced the daunting task of building a new government. He established the Islamic Republic of Iran, grounded in his interpretation of Islamic law. Central to his governance was the concept of velayat-e-faqih, or guardianship of the Islamic jurist, which positioned religious leaders at the helm of political authority. This marked a significant departure from secular governance and aimed to integrate Islamic principles into every aspect of life. Khomeini's initial policies focused on land reform, education, and healthcare, aiming to create a more equitable society. However, the rapid changes led to tensions with various factions, including leftists and moderates who had initially supported the revolution. The political atmosphere became increasingly polarized, leading to a crackdown on dissent. Political opposition was met with harsh reprisals, which many viewed as a betrayal of the revolution's ideals. The new regime's stability was further tested when, in September 1980, Iraq, led by Saddam Hussein, launched an invasion of Iran. This conflict would become known as the Iran-Iraq War, lasting for 8 grueling years. Khomeini's leadership during this war was marked by a relentless determination to defend national sovereignty. The war resulted in significant casualties and economic hardship for both nations. Yet Khomeini's steadfast resolve rallied many Iranians around the flag, fostering a deep sense of nationalism. As the war dragged on, Khomeini's government continued to prioritize military efforts over social reforms. The conflict not only intensified internal repression, but also solidified Khomeini's power. He framed the war as a struggle against imperialism, appealing to the public's sense of duty and sacrifice. The war ended in 1988, leaving behind a legacy of devastation, but also a strong sense of national identity. Khomeini's later years were marked by ongoing challenges. His health declined, but his influence remained significant until his death on June 3, 1989. Khomeini's legacy is multifaceted. He is revered by many as the architect of the Islamic Republic and a symbol of resistance against imperialism. However, his tenure is also associated with widespread human rights abuses and political repression. Today, Khomeini's ideas continue to resonate within Iranian politics. His vision of an Islamic state influences contemporary leaders and policies, shaping Iran's identity and its relations with the outside world. Khomeini remains a complex figure, celebrated by some as a revolutionary hero and criticized by others for the oppressive tactics of his regime. His life story illustrates the enduring struggle for power, justice, and identity in a rapidly changing world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content. Share your thoughts in the comments below.